What is going on, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Mocha, and today we are going to be talking about that time of year, Halloween. Yes, it is that time of year again. I won't be participating in the fun because I will be stuck on a base. But for those of you who are going to go out, have fun, get dressed up, go get drunk, do some hood rat things with your friends, go out there and look all sexy in your freaking Halloween costumes, then go ahead and do that and have fun, be safe, and just please do not drink and drive because nobody wins when you drink and drive. Like, come on now, just use your head. But have fun, get ratchet, and be safe. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about my first impression of the Halloween movie, 2018, of course. Now, where do I begin? I think I'll just start with a number. If I had to give it a number out of 10, I would give it a 7 out of 10. And here's why. Now, don't worry, there's no spoilers in this video or nothing like that, so you don't have to worry about that. But there are just a number of things that obviously the original is better, but there's just a bunch of things that I liked and I disliked. For one thing, I really wish the suspense was there. Like, everything in the movie just seemed to be like bam in your face kind of thing. It wasn't really as like suspenseful. It didn't build up like that moment when you're sitting in your chair and you're like gripping your seat and you're just waiting for something to happen. Then it doesn't happen, and then bam, it does happen. Here it's just like, oh shit, this might oh well, it just happened. It's just bam, like right in your face. Like, the most suspenseful part honestly was like towards the end. I mean, if you guys seen the trailers, I'm sure you guys can guess how the movie plays out, but I'm not going to spoil anything. Now, there were a bunch of things that I did like in the movie. First of all, Jamie Lee Curtis came back and did her thing. I don't know how she does it after all those Halloween movies and stuff like that. Personally, I don't think I could do that just because but I mean, money is money, and she had to be loyal to the film, I guess, because, who else could play Laurie Strode's? Laurie, Michael's sister, you know? And I think it was pretty well built up. It's like this movie was like the final showdown. You see she's old, she's been waiting for him to escape for like the 50th time already, and she's like, I've been preparing all these years and I'm ready to kick ass. She was a badass grandma in this movie, I tell you that. I like the concept of the movie. Acting was pretty good. There were some cheesy parts in it that I felt were unnecessary, but I mean, it didn't overall ruin the movie. The daughter's boyfriend kind of had like a little side story going on. Like, there was like between the relationship of the boyfriend and the girl, the youngest girl in the movie. I'm trying not to spoil too much, but that kind of really just, I think, was put in the movie to add to the time. There was really no point to it, honestly. Like, they could have just done without it. But, it has to be typical, high school nonsense, drama, and all this other stuff. So I'm not going to harp on it too much. I love that I just love the Halloween theme in general. That was like the first song that I learned how to play on the piano when I used to play the piano like heavy, and like I honestly love that theme song so much. Like, I learned it and just know, I even can still do it a little bit, but I would need to practice again to really get it. But love the theme song. The movie where, well, the movie, the part where like some stuff happens, like in the original Michael Myers movies, like the original Halloween, you see like Michael Myers in the background and you hear that little dun like that sound effect. They put that back in the movie, and honestly, as a fan of the original movies, I honestly that just I loved it to death. Honestly, just that those little details that they put in there is like great. The way he kills some people in there is like classic. Like, it's like a tribute to like some of the like to the old movies. You know, there's a bunch of little hidden like Easter eggs and little things you can be like, oh, it's just like the old movie, you know, that's in there. And that's honestly what made me appreciate this. It was like a remade but new concept, but I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever. You know, it was a good movie, but I still give it a 7 out of 10 just because of the little things that I found wrong in it. There's something that happened at the end of the like towards the end of the movie that it was just like without spoiling it. Basically, it's like, oh shit, the roles are reversed now. Like, if you go see the movie, it'll make you be like, oh, okay, that's what he was talking about. Like, it was just like a little thing that made me smile in the movie because I was just like, ha, ha, the roles are reversed now. But overall, it was good. They kind of jumped around just a little bit. Oh, there was another side story in there too that just seemed to come out of nowhere, and I didn't really care for it either. It was just something that just happened just like out of nowhere. It involves one of the one of the characters in the movie, which builds up the climactic ending. Which I guess that's why they put it in there, but still, that part was just so out of nowhere. It was just like, what? I know I'm being very vague, but I'm trying my hardest not to spoil it. And because there's so much that I do want to talk about in detail, but just go see the movie and you'll probably know more or less of what I'm talking about. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. I mean, I got a little bit tipsy because the movie theater that I was at had a bar, so hell yeah. And you could bring your drinks in the theater, so that was great. And they had like the recliner chairs and everything, so that was amazing, honestly. And this theater was pretty good, actually. Like, I give little this little part of where I'm at like pretty good props for the movie theater because it was legit. It was good. It was redone and everything. It was nice. The whole thing where you see Michael in the asylum. It was like, okay, and then obviously he breaks out, and then the movie starts, and it was just like, oh, okay. It's like I feel like that part was rushed, just a little bit, but I don't know. Overall, I think it was a good movie. I'd go give it a watch. It was definitely better than the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. If you haven't seen that, don't watch them. I honestly could care less for them. They were okay. They were just like, it's like an edgy, kind of a little more gory version of the original. But I don't know. The original just has a place in my heart because it builds up suspense. It has good acting for the time, great camera work at the same time too, and it builds up suspense. It's like certain parts you're just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh wait, that didn't happen. Wait, when is it gonna happen? And it just keeps you waiting and wondering. But like I said, this movie was kind of like bam in your face. But the main lead kind of did her thing. I thought she was great, honestly, and I can't really say anything about the guy who played Michael Myers because all you got to do is this with a mask on and not speak. But overall, it was good. There were some characters that I was like, you're just like this stereotypical generic character, but I think that's going to be in all horror films, no matter how great or anything it is. They're always going to have their cliches, but this movie was pretty good. I'd honestly go give it a watch. But even though it sounded like I was rambling, I apologize, but I just really tried not to spoil too much. But that is pretty much overall first impression of the movie after seeing it once is I liked it. I give it a 7 out of 10 because of certain things that I found wrong with it, but I can't really go into that without spoiling it, so I'll just leave the judging up to you guys when you go see the movie. But I do recommend seeing it. I mean, it's Halloween. It's Michael Myers. Come on. If you're a fan of serial killers, you'd be crazy not to see it. So just wait till the next Friday the 13th or Freddy Krueger movie or the next, God, Chucky movie. I don't even understand how they can make Chucky movies. He's a doll. Grab his ass, yeet his ass across the room, and just freaking. He's a doll. He's like 2 feet tall. I get it, he sneaks up on you and stuff like that, but in the movies, sometimes they're being chased by this doll, and he's like 2 feet tall. Like, come on now. That would never happen. Oh, another tidbit about the Halloween movie, there is a little black boy in the movie. He is my favorite character, even though he was in it for a short time. You will see why he's my favorite character. But from the minute he's on scene to the minute his scenes are done, he was hilarious. And he just watch the movie like that. Just watch for the little black boy. He's hilarious, and he does what any sane person would do in this situation, like the right way. So that's pretty much my take on the movie. Like I said, go see it. Like, subscribe, all that other bullshit. Comment below what you want me to talk about. If not, then I'll just find things to talk about. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.